Hi there, it's me, Zonia from the Art of Stamping. After almost 5 months, I'm back with another card making video. And first off, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers for having stuck with me for all that time. Today I'm rewarding your patience with a video showing you how I created the scene and colored the images on this card I did for the 2016 Spring Coffee Lovers blog hop. I'm using stamps from 2 sets by Create a Smile stamps for my card, Coffee First and Magic Flowers. I'm going to stamp them with a Kaivel ink in watering can onto a piece of watercolor cardstock because I want to color in my images with these water-soluble Zig Clean Color Real brush markers later on. The watercolor cardstock I chose is from German manufacturer Hahnemühle. It's a heavyweight cardstock called Bamboo Mixed Media and it works extremely well with the zigs. I pre-cut my card base from simple white cardstock to fit my watercolor panel, which I die cut with the largest die from Simon Says Stamps stitched rectangle set, just to give it a bit of interest. But now let's start to create the scene. I'm using my Misty here because I'm stamping on watercolor cardstock, and I know by experience that it's really difficult to get a crisp image on structured paper when stamping it only once. With the Misty, you can do repeated stamping on one and the same spot again and again without getting a blurred impression, and that's what I'm going for here. As you see, I've cut out some masks for the stamps I'm using, and I'm starting my scene stamping by laying them out onto my panel to plan my setup a bit. After I've roughly planned my design, I start stamping. As I said before, I'm using a Kaivel ink in watering can for my card. This is a grey hue and I chose it because I wanted to use soft and delicate spring colors for my images, and I thought grey outlines would go very well with them. However, as I had to stamp down my images repeatedly to make them look crisp, the grey became really dark, and in the end I think it didn't make any difference that I used a grey ink instead of a black one. Here you see how I stamped my images and mask off the ones that I thought to be in the foreground. I worked my way through this process step by step until I had established my final scene. I had to create some more masks for my flowers as I went, but basically all I did was stamping the flowers in the foreground first, then masking them off and stamping the flowers and the leaves in the back. The coffee cup was the last image I stamped. I must admit that when I was ready with my scene I didn't like it at all. I thought it looked way too messy to be pretty. But it was the first time in months that I had time to craft all by myself in a relaxed atmosphere. So I thought, why not experiment a bit and give it a go? So I just colored this messy scene the way I planned, and I'm so happy I did, because I'm really satisfied with the outcome. Here you see what my finished uncolored scene looked like, and what supplies I used to color it in. The coloring took me about 30 minutes in real time, and I will now speed up that process and play some music for you. After that, I'll be back to talk a bit about the finishing touches I did to my card. now the coloring is done, the scene looks so much better than before, don't you agree? I think this is a wonderful example showing especially beginners that you should never give up too early. To finish off my card, I added a greeting from the Magic Flowers set, reading "You can do magic." I stamped it with VersaFine smoky grey ink to match it with the grey archival hue I used for my images before. Last but not least, I added some sparkling clear sequins by Pretty Pink Posh to add some true sparkling magic to the scene. I adhered them with the help of a pick-me-up tool and Ranger's multimedia mat. And that's my finished card. Thank you so much for watching. Should you have any questions or remarks, just comment on my blog or in the YouTube section below. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my card making videos. Have a nice day. Bye!